Hello, beautiful people. This is your girl, Dr. Destiny. I am back with another teaching today here on the platform of Destiny Forever Walks. Today we'll be talking about dementia and Alzheimer's. Those are two of the things when people get into their older age of life that many of them battle with Alzheimer's and dementia. So I'm going to give you just a short, brief, detailed definition of both the Alzheimer's and the dementia, and then I'm going to tell you 8 ways how you can protect yourself from forming Alzheimer's and dementia. So let's jump into the video, okay? It is very interesting, so come in, sit down, and listen to this video message here. First of all, I'm going to give you a title because I want you something to really think about. Now, the title of this message is You Must Break Those Habitual Habits You Feed Your Mind that plies you into possible Alzheimer's or dementia. So let's talk about the difference between Alzheimer's disease and dementia. Let's look at dementia first, okay? Like I said, I'm teaching, so I got my notes here looking down. Dementia is a general term for a decline in mental ability severe enough to interfere with daily life. Dementia describes a group of symptoms associated with a decline in memory, reasoning, or other thinking skills. Dementia is not a normal part of aging. It is caused by damage to the brain cells that affects their ability to communicate, which can affect thinking, behavior, and feelings. Now let's look at Alzheimer's. What Alzheimer's is the most common cause of dementia. So you may not know that. Alzheimer's is the most common cause of dementia. Alzheimer's is a specific disease. Dementia, it is not. I want you to understand that dementia is not. But Alzheimer's, it is a specific disease. Alzheimer's is a degenerative brain disease that is caused by complex brain changes following cell damages. And it leads to dementia symptoms that gradually worsen over time. Now, the most common early symptom of Alzheimer's is trouble remembering new information because the disease is typically, it impacts the parts of the brain associated with learning first. Now, as Alzheimer's advances though, symptoms get so much more worse, so more severe, and then it will include disorientation, confusion, and behavior changes. But eventually, it will also affect speaking, swallowing, walking. It will become difficult, and there is no way to prevent or even slow Alzheimer's disease down. So that's why it's so significant that we take care of our health first, our bodies first. And I said, all starts with the mind. Changing the way you think, changing your negative thoughts to positive thoughts. You don't go around accepting, receiving any little thing that comes upon you. And first thing you say, oh, I got this. Oh, this is mine. Don't claim, don't own anything. You cast down every thought and imagination that exalts itself against the power of the almighty creator God of the universe. He said, you are whole, you are wholesome, you are healthy, and you are pure. So here I am going to give you 8 habitual habits that you need to break starting right now. These 8 habitual habits will help you to fight the battle against Alzheimer's disease and dementia. You got to listen to these 8 habitual habits so you can know how to fight against the disease. I'm going to read these off because I want you to make sure you get it just like it is, okay? The first habit, you miss out on sleep. You do a few things that you know you shouldn't, but we all do that. And we know we should go to bed at night, but a lot of us want to stay up all night long and swing and hang out. But we need rest, so go to bed. But some of those bad habits can take a toll on your brain. For example, lack of sleep may be a cause of dementia, including Alzheimer's disease. It's best to have regular sleeping hours, so you got to plan a schedule on time. I'm going to bed. You make sure you get at least 9-10 hours of sleep a night. Sometimes may require more. So it's best for you to plan and have a schedule, and you make sure you have a regular sleeping hours. If you have trouble with sleep, then this is what you need to do. First, you need to get all this junk out of your ears, all this programming of music. There's so much negativity today in music. But you have to avoid alcohol, those alcoholic beverages, caffeine, those things that got caffeine in it, electronics, as I said, in the evenings, and then you start with a soothing bedtime ritual like a meditation or soft instrumental music is the best. Soft and calm and peaceful like the ocean waves or the raindrops and things to that nature of soft instrumental music. That's number 1. The first habit that you must stop missing out on your sleep. Number 2, you have too much alone time. Humans are wired for social contact. It's not about how many Facebook friends that you have, how many likes you get on your social media channels. It's not about all your YouTube subscribers that you have. What matters though, my people, listen, Dr. Destin's here to tell you, what matters is a real sense of connection. And people who have that with just even a very close circle of friends, they are more happier and they are more productive in life. They're also less likely to suffer from brain decline and Alzheimer's. So look, if you feel alone, then pick up the phone. You call that best friend, that close friend, someone you know you have that confidence that you can talk that will elevate you, motivate you, just keep you feeling up, climbing. So, if you feel alone, call your special friends, or you start doing something new. You may start doing some kind of going to a dance studio or play some tennis or some bridge, or even join a motorcycle club, or you can go bowling, you can go fishing, just take a weekend trip with your girlfriend or your guy friends, just go, just do it with somebody. Number 3, the next is one of those habitual habits that you need to break. Number 3 is you eat too much junk food. Parts of the brain it links to learning, memory, and mental health. And they are smaller in people who have lots of hamburgers, greasy hamburgers, all those greasy fries, potato chips, and even soft drinks in their diet. Watch what you're eating and putting in your body. All that is causing effects to your learning, your memory, and your mental health. So pick up some berries, some whole grains, and some nuts, some leafy green vegetables. Eat that Genesis 1-2-9 diet that I always talk about. Then on the other hand, this will preserve brain function and it will slow down mental decline. So the next time you start to reach for a bag of chips or grab something sweet and pull up all this junk stuff that's not healthy for your body, just reach over and grab you a handful of vegetables, carrots, apples, oranges, or a handful of nuts. The next thing that you need to do to break those habitual habits is number 4. You bless your headphones. Oh, man, I'm gonna tell you, I can get by some cars when I'm driving and the music's so loud. It's bouncing. It bounces me in my seat, and I'm not inside the car. But you blast your headphones, it's just too much, and you're going into your head, to your brain. With your earbuds at full volume, you can permanently damage your hearing in only 30 minutes. But it's not just your ears. Listen, hearing loss in older adults is linked to brain problems such as Alzheimer's and loss of brain tissue. And this may be done because your brain has to work so hard to understand what's been said around you and that it can't store what you have heard into your memory. So turn off that loud music, turn it down, take them out your ears. Just turn it down no louder than 60% of your device maximum volume. And try not to listen for more than a couple hours at a time. Take a break in between. The 5th one is you don't move enough. And sometimes we all can be guilty. A lot of us are guilty of that. We don't move enough. The longer you go without regular exercise, the more likely you are to have dementia. Did you hear that? The longer you go without regular exercise, the more likely you are to have dementia. You're also more likely to get diabetes, heart disease, and high blood pressure, all of which may be linked to Alzheimer's disease. You don't have to start running marathons. No, you don't have to go out there every day and just beat yourself up in the gym and getting really totally physically and just beat yourself till your breath is almost out of your body. But if you just do a half an hour in the garden each day, just using your arms, your muscles, plowing up some dirt and planting flowers, or even taking a brisk walk around the neighborhood. All that will totally, absolutely work to your advantage. The important thing is that you do it at least 3 days out of a week, and you try to do walking at least 20 to 30 minutes each day or every other day. That's important. The 6th thing is, a lot of you still smoke. You're still picking up that cigarette you're smoking. You're getting smoking up on something, but you smoke. You still smoke. That is a habitual habit that will lead to a brain decline. Smoking can shrink your brain. And that's not a good thing, people. Dr. Destin wants you to know that is not a good thing. When your brain shrinks, it makes your memory worse and makes you twice as likely to get dementia, including Alzheimer's disease. It also causes heart disease, diabetes, stroke, high blood pressure. Just because you keep picking up that cigarette, just let it go. You don't need it. Stop picking them up. Just walk away from it. Don't even go in the store. Don't be enticed. Don't even walk up to a friend and say, I need a smoke, man. Give me a smoke. Just stop smoking the cigarettes. It shrinks your brains. Number 7, another bad habit that can cause you to go into that state of dementia or Alzheimer's is you overeat. You overeat. If you eat too much food, even the right kind of food, your brain may not be able to build a strong network of connections that help you to think and remember. So overeat for too long, and then you will get dangerously overweight. Did you hear that? If you overeat for too long, you may get dangerously overweight, which can cause heart disease, diabetes, high blood pressure, which is all linked to brain problems and Alzheimer's. And then the last one I'm going to give you. The last one, the habitual habits that we need a break is you stay in the dark too much. People just want to wake up in the mornings, not going to work, you keep your blinds shut, or now they buy these little masks they put over their eyes. Too much darkness. If you get out of the bed, just open your blinds early in the morning. I do. Hey, 5 o'clock, still dark, I open my blinds because I'm waiting for the light to come in. If you don't get enough natural light, you may get depressed. And that can slow your brain down. So, research also shows that sunlight helps keep your brain working well. Get out into nature in the daylight. Get out there and get some of that sunshine, that vitamin D that your body really needs. Get out into nature, especially during the daytime, and you spend some time connecting with a divine creator. You get that daylight and you let it soak it all in your body. Stay out of the dark. Introduce your body to some daylight. Because a lot of times we say, if we're not in the house all shut in, we go into the jobs, we shut in all day, or we hang out into the malls, we shut in all day. Natural light is the best for your body. And that's all. These are 8 habitual habits that we need to break to avoid us falling into that place of Alzheimer's disease and dementia. So I'm going to conclude this and I'm going to say this. If you're overloading your brain, you're less likely to get everything done. Surrounded by modern technology, you may be picking up bad habits every day that are slowly damaging your brain health. Multitasking, overstimulation, and too much screen time at the expense of physical movement can all negatively affect how your brain is working. It is important to carefully choose which media to consume and which to ignore. Now, to avoid overloading your brain with excess information, you gotta know when it's enough is enough. I've been looking into the screen too long. I've been hanging out on social media too long. I'm doing too much with electronics. Take a break. Take a break. I mean, no, not a 2-minute break. Take a break, a couple hours. Pull yourself away from it. Or sometimes you make want to just say, today I'm not getting on the computer. I'm not spending all my time doing all those things that is overloading my brain. And it's going to affect your brain. All this modern, can't even say it, but all this modern technology that may be picking up those bad habits from. So you got to be wise on that, okay? Just say it, be wise. You got to avoid overloading your brain with all this excess information. Listen, the last thing Dr. Destiny want to say is I want you to make time every day to have a face-to-face interaction, a face-to-face conversation with another person. If it's not, but hey, it's going to be a great day. You're looking beautiful today. Just spend some time just conversing. Make sure it's someone that is very positive. But you always remain positive even though they are not. And you just, if they're too negative, just keep it moving. There's someone else around the corner that will be positive, that you can converse with. But make time every day to have a face-to-face interaction and conversation with another person. Because research shows this can be cognitive cleanse and a mood booster. And we all need to be cognitive cleanse of all the negativity, all those negative things that we are exposed to on a daily basis, and our mood, our mindset, all that need to be boosted. We need a booster. So this is it. And people, I'm going to talk to you in the next video. Dr. Destin here just give you a few tips and talking to you today about how to break those habitual habits to avoid yourself plowing into dementia and Alzheimer's disease. I will come back at other times and I will do more videos like this so we can get just a understanding more about our healthy whole self. I will see you in the next video. Namaste. Dr. Destiny's out of here. Check out my YouTube channels. And I have a YouTube channel at Sister Empowerment Chats as well. And here, Dr. Destiny's here at DestinyForever Walks. See you at the next video.